All right, I see this over and over again. The biggest mistake that people make when they've been rejected is that they go over and over in their head. I mean, a gazillion times. What went wrong? Don't do the postmortem. Don't do it. Because then you're going to think, okay, if I said this, if I did this, if only this hadn't happened, okay, we'd be back together. And that's the key right there. You don't want to get back together with this person. You think you do right now, but that's the worst thing. Honestly, how many people break up and back together and then live happily ever after? Okay, in the movies, yeah, but in real life, I mean, seriously, count the people that this has happened to. Sure, there's always a few, but not many. Most of the time, unless you're really, really young, you break up. There's a reason that you've broken up. And when you get back together again, whatever went wrong is going to rear its ugly head again. It's not going away. So don't waste your time doing the postmortem and thinking, okay, why did this happen? If only I had said this when he or she said that. Please don't do it. I know it's easier said than done. Okay, yeah. And I'll say move on. And that is very hard. Okay, give yourself a small amount of time, a small window to get over this, to wallow in self-pity if you want, all right? But don't make it more than a few days, please. It doesn't do you any good. If you got fired from a job, would you sit there and go over and over and over the reason you got fired, why you got fired, the circumstances surrounding the fact that you got fired? No, you'd be moving on. You'd be getting your resume out, looking for a new job. Same thing here. I'm not saying going out prowling for someone, not at all. But find your passion. I don't care if it's rock climbing or snowmobiling, whatever it is. Find your passion, get involved in it, because that is the best way to meet new people. And maybe you're not going to meet the love of your life right away, but you'll meet new friends who may introduce you to somebody who you have a lot in common with because you share this passion. See what I mean? So don't sit there and go back. Go forward as soon as you possibly can. And I know I'm going to get comments and emails from people saying, well, I broke up and got back together with somebody. Yeah, it happens. But like I said, not that often. And maybe it will. Okay, maybe it will down the road, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen maybe a couple years from now, maybe if both of you have changed. Something has to happen. It's not going to happen in a week or a month. And don't count on it. Just put it aside, use it as a learning experience, and move on. I promise you, it's the healthiest and the best thing to do.